Auf Wiedersehen from Austria, and it's a hello from Ultimate Racing League. I am your host, Panic at the Tesco, bringing you all of the weekend's action from the Red Bull Ring, formerly known as the A1 Ring, here in Austria. For the Porsche versus Ferrari season, we are in round number 3, and I am catching up on these replays, and I'm going to get them out to you as fast as possible. We have got 2 races coming up, one in this video and one in the next video. They are going to be mostly the same in terms of rules, but completely different in terms of the action, so I hope you're as excited as I am. The weather is looking fine, so let's get on our sunglasses and our Crocs and get down to the grid and do our grid walk and introduce the competitors for tonight's race. So we start at the back of the grid, looking in through the windshield there of Le Billion's Skechers sponsored Ferrari 296, bringing up the back of the grid. And one place further forwards, we have had a disappointing result here in qualifying for Vane, but the race is long and he will surely take opportunities. Maybe he was getting penalties in qualifying, let's see. We don't have the replay, but he is starting second to last anyway in the sister Ferrari there. We go one place forwards, and we have a newcomer for the season, but not a newcomer in URL. It is G Smith in the Porsche, and I still don't know what the G stands for, so we're just going to call him Gaza and hope that I'm right. But a beautiful Oreca themed Porsche there. I wonder if that's based on a real livery. It looks like it is. Number 323. Then we move up to a better outcome this week for Farrick. So Farrick had a difficult introduction to URL last week with a couple of last place finishers, but he has got his head down and improved massively here, and is now reaping the benefits of that, being a few cars further forwards in his Ferrari. Then we come to the midfield, and we have got that Jägermeister liveried Porsche 911 of Mighty Kid, and he will have his eyes forwards and backwards. He'll have his eyes everywhere going into turn 1. Really difficult starting there, right in the middle, but let's hope that he gets through turn 1 cleanly. Jägermeister makes a Mr. Nicer, actually, his rival this season is directly in front of him, Carlsberg, having lots of battles with Mighty Kid. These two very evenly matched and in the same car, so it will be interesting to see whether Carlsberg prevails in the race. Then we go forwards to someone who was missing from the last race, and we all dearly missed him. Let's all just send him a message and tell him to turn up to more races, because we miss him so much. But it is IQCW4, and I've got so good at saying that now. When he first changed his name, he's formerly known as the Saint, and I preferred saying that as a commentator. I do like his driver number as well. Then we go forwards, and we are now into the top couple of grid slots here. So this is Hoyland, the most improved driver in my opinion. He has been putting in some impressive qualifying performances, but has had problems with his consistency in the race. So let's see what he can do. And now we move to our front row. So we have got Ruthless Rufus in second place in the Ferrari. Beautiful livery, and it looks almost like a livery that Gran Turismo themselves might have made. It looks very much like something that the game would come with. It's a beautiful looking car. But you don't win races by being beautiful. If we did, I'd be the several-time world champion by now. In first place, with a very unusual Ultimate Racing League banner. I've not seen that one before. This is Tiddy Milk, isn't it? And I have only just really just realised what I've been saying. I've been saying that with an emphasis on the D's, Tiddy. I guess if you say it as an American, it might sound like you're saying something else. So let's hope that my previous videos haven't got me banned, for using obscene language, but Tiddy Milk is in first place in his Ferrari. It's a Ferrari 1-2. There we go, that is your grid. Cut the music. I'm sure you're fed up of hearing it by now. Let's crack on with the race. Let's go over to our cameraman, who unfortunately is not Giovanni from last week. After last race, Giovanni unfortunately got abducted by aliens from League One. They came and took him back to their home planet, where they are beating him in every race. So we've got our cameraman Adolf this week. Yeah, let's hope that nothing bad happens to him, shall we? Let's get going. Let's get to those red lights. Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines. I've always wanted to say that. So as we wait and watch as the lights come on, we are on 4 lights, 5 lights, and it is lights out. And who gets the better reaction off the line? I think it's about equal between Tiddy and Rufus there, although Hoyland getting the best start out of the top few. And IQ CW4 going for a lunge up the inside there, and it's really cost Rufus actually. Rufus getting way out wide, and Smith there taking full advantage. Vane managing to get past as well, as we head up to turn 3 for the first time, up to the Remus hairpin, and Carlsberg trying to get around the outside there of Smith. Has he managed to do it? He has just managed to do it. So the winners and losers. So winner IQCW4, whether it was fair or not, I'll let you be the judge. But Carlsberg there getting Smith, and Smith trying to come back here at Carlsberg. Is he going to get him? Is he going to get him down into turn 4? I don't think he has. I don't know why that's turn 4, by the way, because the Austrians don't seem to be very good at numbering. But a really bad start there for our second sitter, our runner-up in the grid here in qualifying, Rufus, who's now down into last place. I wonder if he's got problems as we watch the battles commencing. Carlsberg here having a go at Hoyland as they enter into the final 2 turns. This is a difficult overtaking opportunity, and he gets out of it, but Hoyland goes onto the rumble strips. That is going to be the first penalty of the day for anyone. It's going to go Hoyland's way. He's got it there. So unlucky, and just Carlsberg forcing the mistake there. Now is Carlsberg going to have a go down into Lauda? And I know he doesn't. He thinks better of it, but again Hoyland out wide. I don't know if that's going to be yet another penalty. He might get away with that one. No, he doesn't. Oh no, the Austrians, they are quite strict people on rules, aren't they? I'm not making the joke, okay? You can imagine what I'm going to call them, but anyway, our cameraman would get very upset with me if I said anything. Carlsberg here in 4th place with Smith right up his backside. Let's see if he's going to make a dive. Is he going to do a Tom Daly and have a dive? Oh, he has, and he's tagged him, but he's managed to get out of it. He's managed to get out of it and didn't murder anyone. Murder not being something that any Austrian person would ever do. And Hoyland there then coming up to serve his penalty. Tiddy has once again just walked away here, and he's just watching the carnage behind him. Hoyland really wanting to get past IQ. He's trying to overtake into a penalty zone, which doesn't usually work, but Carlsberg here trying to get his own back now for turn 1. Oh, Carlsberg wasn't really affected by IQ in turn 1, but he's made a clean pass there. A very good move there into the final 2 corners. And look at this though, Smith is not giving up here. We are 3 wide. Oh gosh, it's like my circumference, my waistline. That's also 3 wide. Carlsberg here has actually been repassed by IQ there, but he's just about managed to hold back onto it and take it back. So the position's just changing here, left, right and centre, and it really is left, right and centre when they are 3 wide. Smith there, he's going to try and get a better exit here, and IQ just all over that rumble strip. There is no grip on the strip. So Smith manages to get his way past into 3rd place. He's having a stonking race here. Let's remember, he qualified down near the back. let's see what the other people are doing here. So Rufus has recovered and at least managed to make his way past, but Hoyland maybe having some excursions. It's so unlucky, but I think he just needs to mellow out a little bit, does Hoyland. I can see damage on the front of the car there, so he has been having some adventures as well as the penalty. So, but it all sort of starts to go wrong for Hoyland, doesn't it? We've seen it a few times now, and I think he maybe just needs to think a little bit more about how he's racing, because his performance in qualifying has been really good. We see a car there just forgetting that the corner exists. Now, if that's not a penalty, I don't know what is. Let's wait for it, because it gets applied as you pass the green strip there. He's managed to get away with that. Well, I saw it, and I'm reporting it to the imaginary stewards, not the real stewards. Yeah, the real stewards only get involved with people door banging. Talking of door banging, so Mighty Kid getting his way past IQ here, but they both have a shot of getting past Smith, because he's got a penalty as well. There are more penalties here than a World Cup final. Carlsberg now clear in second place. And by the way, we are back to the time format for this race. I don't know why in Sardinia we decided to have a lap format, but we have got 25 minutes of racing here tonight, and maybe they just didn't want to do the maths and work out how many laps that is and just put 25 minutes instead. It does make the strategy just a bit more mathsy, because, oh, hang on, as Carlsberg goes very wide there, and once you are off the line through that middle sector, things get very bad, as he was going through Rauk corner there. Once you are shy of that camber, it really hurts. So he's going to lose maybe two places here. We can't see. Come on, Adolf. Where are we? Yeah, he's managed to hold on to fourth place at least. Vane getting out wide. Is he going to get away with this one? Nope. Okay, I was going to say, if he gets away with two, it starts to look a bit sus. But he didn't get away with that one. And Rufus there on his soft tyres, coming back into this race now. He knows that he can win from a spin, can Rufus. We remember Bathurst last season, where he had that brilliant drive through the pack. I don't think he won it in the end, but he nearly did, and that's the important thing. Just remember, ladies and gentlemen, you can always preface any sentence with the word nearly. You know, like, I nearly saved that man's life. Exactly, you know, etc. So let's go back up the grid. So Tiddy is on the softs, as is Carlsberg. I just want to get an idea of the strategy. Look at the difference in tyre wear, though, that between Mighty Kid and the car in front of Carlsberg. Carlsberg does seem to wear his tyres like they're going out of fashion, doesn't he? We blamed it on the Lexus last season. He was driving that Lexus RCF, and we was just saying it's the car's fault. But he's definitely doing something to his tyres, because it is worse tyre wear than everyone else. Things have settled down a bit more on this lap now. I can see that further back, Rufus is going to get himself a penalty. So that means that he is going to have to either build a gap on Vane. He needs a hammer time lap here, or he is going to lose that place. Look at this, though. Lebillion in the action as well. So now this is a good showing for Lebillion here. I don't like to call anyone a back marker. I don't like that phrase, but Lebillion has been at the back of the pack in most of these races. Let's just be honest. So good to see him getting stuck in here, though. Not good to see Hoyland down at the back, because I think he's got more potential than he's currently showing us. And we've got a purple battle here, so purple on purple. Let's see if sectors are going to be purple. They're not, because they're battling. He thinks better of having a look down the inside. They're not really a place where you can get past. Rufus has built a very good gap here to Vane. With Vane being on the medium tyres, it is slightly easier. just running out wide as he goes through turn 6, which is worst corner. Good line there on that exit curve, but he's going to take this penalty now. I think because it's only a half a second penalty, it's a short straight, should just about get away with it. He has done. The penalties here are easy to get, but they're not too bad when you serve them because of how short that straight is. Imagine if it was on the main straight or on the run up the hill. That would be pretty brutal, I would think. And Smith getting the car sideways on the exit here. Now this will give IQ some hope here, but I think he's just going to be too far back. He is on the mediums, his IQ, and he will have the difficulty now of predicting when to pit for those soft tyres. Sorry, I'm just grabbing my breath there. Yeah, he's in the driving seat here though, and we're in the driving seat almost. We're actually sat on the bonnet. Those medium tyres will start to come into their own as this stint goes on. He was having a look. He's still having a look, but you're never going to get around the outside there because it's just it's too far. It's longer. Let's watch Smith as he takes Rauch. It's so hard to spot the turn-in. It is a blind corner, blind apex, but very good exit speed there. Now down 2 gears. Now he's just ran slightly off the optimum piece of tarmac there and picked up a bit of understeer. And look at that. That has allowed IQ to get back in touch with him. We're going to just continue as he goes round the final sector here. Another sort of blind sweeping corner there, but very smooth. And IQ's decided to pull the trigger. He said, no more mediums for me. Give me the soft tyres, please. So he's made his pit stop. As we go up to Mighty Kid in 3rd place here. And look at them fighting that car through the apex of turn 1. There is a bit of subsidence under the track there. There always has been a bit of a dip there, and it really upsets the rear of these cars. What you've got to remember here is these cars are making nearly 500 horsepower, and the back of those cars is very light through there. It's a corner I've always hated. As Mighty Kid really gaining here on Carlsberg, and again Carlsberg with the tyre wear. At this stage, Tiddy has checked out here, Mighty Kid onto the marbles. Oh dear, he's lost all of that time that he gained there. That will be at least half a second that he's lost there. So self-imposed penalty. Meanwhile, Rufus has managed to build that gap ahead of Vane. Hoyland here has actually got in fighting distance with Vane, but he's got himself another penalty. I think Vane is just watching this race start to slip away a little bit here. He should be safe from Lebillion, but nice to see Lebillion in the battle. I am just going to take a quick sip of pop, and we'll rejoin the action just in 1 second. You should, if you want the ASMR track of that, it's 50 quid. Just send it to my PayPal, please. As Hoyland decides he's had enough of the soft tyres and decides to pit. So, and Farrick having a lonely race. He had a much better qualifying, but struggling again in the race. He is in touch, I think, to maybe get a place or two if he manages to keep his head clean though. So there's still another 12 minutes of action to come here. And I am losing my voice at this stage. I should never commentate on more than one race in a night. I've just finished commentating on Sardinia, fresh in my mind. It's a shame what happened to Giovanni. Oh, and talking... Oh, no, never mind, I'm talking too much. And Smith has spun it, and he's got it beached, but he's got it going. Let's Vane back through there. Let's just see how that happened. Oh, and just too much of the beans on the exit there. And easy to do, and then having to get it started on that kitty litter. But that's what I was talking about when I was saying about Farrick. So Farrick could gain some places if other people have dramas, because he's not too far back. He is at least on the on the same bit of tarmac, give or take. So Rufus still got to pit. He's taking those softs a bit further than the others. The leaders are here now, and well, Tiddy has pitted. He's decided, yep, I'm losing too much time on these tyres now. He's got the fastest lap. He's in the lead. Nothing to lose. Why not pit? That does promote Carlsberg up into first place. Let's see the line. So he is taking the right line here, and by that I mean the left. Notice that he was using that rumble strip on the left of the track there. That is what all of the pros do. Let's have a look down the order, and you see here, so Labillion not doing that. So there's let's give some advice. So there's an area that Labillion could find a bit more lap time. Is just use that rumble strip on the left, and it makes the track just a little bit wider. And he needs to be doing the same here as well. He's not. He's leaving all of that glorious red and white. The red and white of Canada, it must be said. So use that rumble strip. It is your friend, particularly at this track. Rufus there. He's a bit wide of the apex there, but those soft tyres will be starting to hurt at this stage. 1:32.2, so over a second off the ultimate pace that Tiddy set when his tyres were fresh. No track limits penalty for going wide there. That's actually how you do it. And sorry, now I've had my drink, I've obviously got to have my burp afterwards. Apologies. Let's see. So Carlsberg in the pits, and Mighty Kid in the pits as well. You know what? If Mighty Kid and Tiddy Milk had a baby, it would be called Mighty Milk, and that would be delicious. As Rufus comes into the pit lane, Vane comes into the pit lane. It is action, action, action in the pit lane. Look at them go. Look at all of this. Wow, look. Oh, wow. Can we get a slow motion of that? Ah, yes. These guys, really enthusiastic people. I think I work with some of these people, actually. Must be said. So yeah, we're gonna do something now. We're gonna change the tyres on all of these cars. We will see how much fuel they each put in. Now, serious part of the commentary, how much fuel do they put in? Because it is a timed race, so there's some judgment here. 84 litres, 59 litres for Mighty Kid. Now that is optimistic. Rufus doesn't know what to do, and he's just put in the full amount. I think that is a mistake, my friend. Vane putting in 73 and Labillion 81. Yes, so that is the funny thing, is that when you have a timed race, Gran Turismo doesn't tell you how much fuel you need, because it doesn't know, and it is up to you to do the mental arithmetic yourself. A bit of a maths challenge there. So meanwhile, Vane is out behind, but soon to be ahead of Rufus, as Rufus forgets where that apex is on his cold medium tyres. I'll take a couple of corners to heat those up. It is a lovely day here in Austria. No sign of rain. There is no rain for Vane, or for anyone else for that matter. Let's see if there are any battles going on the track. Well, we have got a battle. So in all of that, Carlsberg has come out far behind. Mighty Kid has managed to, well, he's obviously under-fueled quite a lot, but IQ is now going to try and make a move here. He's on the soft tyres, remember, so he might be able to hold on to this. He can't get the overlap as we go through the final corner. It's very important to avoid any penalties there. That was very close to the limit, but just within. And now is he going to try and get him into turn one? I wouldn't if I was you. Only Carlsberg using the correct approach into that corner, and must be said. So use all of that track to the left. In fact, I'm only going to give Carlsberg 7 out of 10. I'm in a difficult mood tonight, aren't I? 7 out of 10, because you should really be all four wheels off it, because there is lots of grip out there. IQ just waiting for his opportunity here to pounce on Mighty Kid with that tyre advantage he's got. With the soft tyres, they are slightly more worn. He's had them on a couple of laps. Remember, he was one of the first people to pit, was IQ, but he's managed to stay out of all of the battles and the wars, get his head down and use those soft tyres to get this undercut. And remember, Mighty Kid might not make it to the end with the fuel that he's got as well. He's been very optimistic on the fuel. I can't tell. I don't know how much fuel is needed myself, but he's got less than everyone else, and that is usually not a great sign. We saw everyone around the 80s, and it tells you that everyone else has got the same thing in mind. Hoyland here, by the way, in 5th place. Now, he's climbed up the order quite well here, it must be said. He was having a bit of a race to forget, but he's managed to still get something out of it, and it's not really happened on track, it's happened in the pit lane. So Rufus having the real race to forget here after that 2nd place in qualifying, and hard to really say what happened with Rufus, other than that he had a bad first lap. Maybe it just got to him a little bit, who knows. Yes, oh, big news. So this should be a change for 2nd place, is that Mighty Kid has picked up a penalty. So he will have to serve that at the end of this lap. And all IQ has to do now is stay close to the back of that Porsche, and he should be through. So just try and keep it tight and tidy through the middle sector here. That's exactly what he's doing. He knows he's got the better tyres, and now he's got the advantage of a car that is just about to disappear. In fact, he's so close that he might even have to pull out here. He has pulled out just in case that penalty causes a collision. It can sometimes happen that Gran Turismo doesn't ghost out the car on the penalty until it's too late. So there we go, he has got 2nd place. Now his next thing is, don't go get a penalty yourself. That would be extremely silly if you did. So he's managed to survive the 2 most penalty prone corners as we come here onto lap 14, and Tiddy not getting much attention, is he? But that's what happens when you're too fast for everyone, is that we don't follow you because it's boring. It's Verstappen syndrome. There he is in the distance, you can see him. As we get a nice advert there for some tomatoes. I don't like tomatoes. Do you? Leave a comment down in the comment section and let me know if you like tomatoes. So then we've got Carlsberg, who must be a bit miffed after all of this, because he must have just put in too much fuel. He's on a lot more fuel than the 2 cars in front of him. So he probably hasn't realised what is currently happening to fuel prices, and he's just put in a little bit more than he needed to. We then go back down to Hoyland. Oh no, he's we're gonna have to start calling it doing a Hoyland. I used to call it doing an Enzo, but I think Enzo got a bit tired of that. And he's done a double Hoyland. It was a front Hoyland followed by a 180 back Hoyland, freestyle with a perfect landing. But it has, well, it's only cost him 2 places, but Lebillion is sensing an opportunity here and has got past him, so it just gets away from him even more now. And I was about to say he looked like he was going too fast there, and he was. I looked there, it looked like his apex speed was way too high, and he just couldn't make the second part of that. So Lebillion then having a strong result here. Smith, we obviously had that accident earlier that has undone all his hard work, and it's really unlucky. Farrick, a distant 10th place. It's a shame. His qualifying looked quite good, but you can see from his lap times there that he's must have had 2 adventures off track, a 149 and 156. Again, you've got to keep practicing, my friend, and I'm always there if you want any advice. I am happy to help any of the guys here who want to pick up any tips and tricks on how to go faster. I am not particularly fast myself. I have not yet won a race in Pro 1, but I think even so, I could probably give a few pointers here. Like for example, don't do that. don't run around the outside of the track. So Lebillion was looking good, but he's had a very, very disappointing lap, and now he's definitely going to get passed by Hoyland. If I was Hoyland here, I would just be chilling out and just wait, as Adolf cannot keep the cars in shot. In fact, he's not had to wait. We can see a bit of lag going on there as well. Nothing that Lebillion can do about that. The internet is having to come all the way from Canada for him to take part in the race. And you try getting a internet signal from Canada to Britain, I'm sure there'll be some lag. So IQ then now clear in second place. I don't think he's got much to do, and we've only got this will be maybe the last lap. We might get around, what are we on? So 30 seconds. Oh, it's gonna be close. I think we're gonna get Tiddy over the line, and I don't think the others will. So let's see. Tiddy might have to do an extra lap here. So Mighty Kid then, very low on fuel, but I think he's also judged this to perfection. He should be able to hold on. Is he short shifting? He's not, but he's actually just seems to have let Carlsberg pass there. I think he just got out wide and couldn't get the power down, and Carlsberg's just said thank you very much. Carlsberg up onto the podium. This will be a couple of podiums he's had now in a row, making himself a very consistent contender here. After a difficult season in the manufacturer's season last season, he's bounced back, and he is definitely in contention this season, isn't he? I think well, Tiddy Milk has gone across the line, so that is it. This is the final lap. I get to go for a coffee, and IQ in second place, and Carlsberg in third, Mighty Kid fourth, Vane is in fifth place. Rufus will be kicking himself with sixth place, having started second, and Hoyland will be kicking himself as well, only in Danish. Good result there for Lebillion though, gaining a couple of places, so that's always some progress. Smith in ninth, and then we've just got to wait now for Farrick, who is some distance back, but let's go on board, give him some screen time, shall we? Just give him some love and some encouragement. Now you can see he's maybe not very confident to get around that corner there. Yeah, he's just not, you can tell he's just not feeling the car, is he? He's very hesitant. Keeping it within the track limits and very clean, just a little bit off the pace though. Yes, it's just a case of then a bit more practice, find that confidence, and you'll find that lap time. You'll be able to throw it around this track like all of the other guys were doing up at the sharp end of the grid. So there we go, that is your race result. And I hope you enjoyed the race. Fastest lap going to Tiddy Milk there. I've only just realised what that sounds like. So I hope you enjoyed the race. Come back tomorrow to see how we get on with our second race out of the two races that we've got here in Austria. I have been Panic at the Tesco. You haven't? Please do like and subscribe, because every little helps. And I will see you tomorrow for the conclusion of our race. Good night.